Hey guys, Joe here, and here to talk about the top 5 quote-unquote bad characters that actually do get a decent amount of results. Now, I'm not talking Evo or Genesis 3 level, but they still often pull off a win and have a lot of people playing them and make them pretty good in the end. Now, this includes fighters that we thought were bad in the past, and ones we still consider not quite optimal, so keep that in mind. With all that said, thank you guys for watching, and let's get this started. For my first pick, I'm going to pick someone who's thought to be pretty bad back in the day, but is now considered quite a bit better after some results and of course some major buffs. Of course, this fighter is Wii Fit Trainer. Now, Wii Fit at the start just seemed a little bit weird. I mean, they had a lot of camping moves, they could heal, they had amazing smash attacks, along with some pretty good tilts, but of course there was a lot of bad with them, mainly being the hitboxes that they were really jank and they often didn't work to actually hit the foes like they should have. That was really bad. Luckily, Nintendo really got on this, and now Wii Fit can hit all sizes of fighters, and it's a lot more bearable. It's actually amazing how far this fighter has gone, from one thought to be not too great, to one almost actually winning a few big tournaments. So I gotta be honest, for the longest time I felt like Samus was a completely awful character and had almost nothing to make up for her weaknesses. I mean, she was pretty slow, not very safe in my eyes at the time, didn't have that much combos, and couldn't camp really that well. Overall, I thought that she was just bad, and I kind of ignored her, even though she was getting some results at the time. Finally, I put my bias out the window when I saw Esam doing great on Samus in a few tournament matches. Now, I know that he may not be the best Samus in the world, but seeing such a good player play someone who I thought was really a bad character kind of opened up my eyes. Along with that, I started to see her being played quite a bit more in locals, and of course in some medium streams, so that kind of opened them up even more. I haven't seen her win any big tournaments as of late, but it's still really nice to see her grow in the community. For Palutena, I'm going to say that I only know a few Palutena mains here and there, but I have one that I really want to speak of that seems to have advanced her game a lot, and that person is of course Link. Now, this guy has made someone with what seemed like little potential actually shine in the light of streams and a lot of tournaments. Of course, Palutena the character has a lot of weaknesses, but Arrow got past a lot of these and allowed her to be seen great all around. Now, I do need to say that the best time for me to see how great she was when customs were allowed, as is a lot of other characters. There were just an unfathomable amount of combos, and the speed was just insane. Even without those though, she can do okay, but it's always fun to see that Speedy Goddess sprinting all the way around the field. King DDD has always been in a really weird spot in this game. He has a ton of potential, but just really struggles versus a lot of the high tier matchups. With this in mind, many people have placed him quite low, but I feel like he does have a lot of strength, and that he does have some results to back it up. He owns a lot of mix-ups with the Gordo, and of course his hammer allows him to space perfectly if applied perfectly. As well, his jab and throws can lead to some very long combo chains, and may be almost inescapable in some situations. Probably the best thing for him though is that he's very heavy and that he also has an amazing recovery, something that's really not seen way too often in heavyweights. This really lets him live a lot longer than most high tiers, and I'd say that this is one of the advantages that he holds best against a lot of the high tiers. Finally, we have Dr. Mario, and just about everybody knows this story. Essentially, Nairo plopped out this guy against Esam's Pikachu and did quite good. This made people realize how strong a fighter he could be, and almost immediately Dr. Mario was picked up as one of the most played fighters online. It was a really crazy trend at the time, and definitely sped up the Dr. Mario metagame and got a huge amount of people hyped for this guy. Nowadays, he's still seen pretty dang often, and he's seen a huge amount of local results. He's just a guy with a lot of hidden strength, and he can often be used against a lot of the high tier matchups to do okay, and overall, he's just one that was thought to be a pretty terrible fighter for the longest time, but after just a few games with a good player, he's gone from one of the least popular characters to one of the most popular characters in the game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you liked it, then make sure to smash that like button and press subscribe while you are at it. Comment down below who you felt should have been on this list and why, and I'll be seeing you all next time.